meet again, I see. Welcome back to Football Impact, with Serie A coming back after its winter break. But we're going to kick off like we always do, with the top league, the best league, the richest league, the Premier League. And the Premier League this weekend, Man City beat Newcastle 3-1 thanks to AGUREO masterclass hat-trick and a perfect hat-trick, header, right foot and left foot. But Man City showed when, like I'm always going to say this, I keep saying it, but I'm just not going to talk about City win the league because they really won it. I'm going to talk about Newcastle. I felt Newcastle United had a game plan from the start, put 10 men in the ball and just sort of go from there. And you got criticised after this at St James Park for putting 10 men in the ball, not going for it. But if you go against this team, or because they don't have quality Newcastle United, then you're going to get cut to shreds and you can lose 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or even 10. No. Like we did against Man City last time we played against them, lost 6-1, where we all scored 5 goals in the game. But credit's due. I thought the game plan from the start, because at the first half an hour they really struggled City to get creativity going. They didn't have a shot on target. Yes, no starting kind of goal was disallowed for offside. But Kieran Clark, who was he was literally not knowing where Aguero was. He was ball watching, didn't know where Aguero was in the penalty, in the box. Great. Well, is it Aguero's goal because it did hiccup his hair? But it was a good ball for Kevin De Bruyne. Then City upped the tempo from there. The second goal came in the second half from a penalty, which was a penalty. Makio, you could say, I don't know what he was doing. He did come off with a rib injury and looks like to be out for maybe a month for that injury. Square scores the penalty, bowlerizes that left, just destroys Newcastle on that right hand side. Yedlin didn't even know where he was, the guy came off from Makio, and puts into Aguero, touch, finish in the net. Murphy did get a goal back for Newcastle's first ever goal for Newcastle. Many more in that black and white shirt this season, and hopefully this goal may kickstart his Newcastle United career, get more goals, and he could be like the main guy in terms of going forward for us to get goals and keep us in the Premier League. But this game was just a walk in the park for City. It was too easy. It was borderline scary at times watching Man City's football. But they did enough say to win. They have won the league. But can they keep this form into the Champions League, and also when they play Belgian Champions League, and also maybe when in the cup final, which I think they will beat Bristol City, and they play either Arsenal or Chelsea. And so it's going to be interesting to see the next 12 months how City motor on. As Newcastle United, this is not going to affect their season because their main focus this season is to stay in the Premier League. And I think if they don't bring in a striker, I do feel for my team, I think we are going to go down if we do not bring in a striker this summer. And I keep saying, just get Daniel fucking Sturridge or someone of that caliber who can sort the ball in net, because I'm sick and tired of watching possible. Anyway, good win for Man City, 3-1 win against Newcastle United. Man United beat Burnley 1-0 thanks to the only goal in this game, the only good quality in this game from Martial. Apart from this game was absolutely rubbish. Burnley had a chance at the end. Yeah, you could say if someone was in the back post they would have scored for Burnley. But Man United were poor. Lukaku had a really tough game. Like I know he scored. I know he got an assist for the goal, and he really struggled being the target man. He's not been Lukaku. Well, I know he scored a goal against Stoke, but for be honest, everybody is beating fucking Stoke. But we'll get on Stoke in a minute. But a good win for Manchester United to conceal probably second this year. And I know Chelsea and Tottenham and also Liverpool are catching them, but I think Man United will finish second season. And it looks like they will sign next to Sanchez, which will be a big plus for them, because you can totally see why Mourinho wants to bring Sanchez, because they just lack a bit of creativity on the wings with pace. Maybe Mata, maybe this is the end of him. But I think it's a good sign. I think Man United will comfortably finish second this season behind the leaders, the title winners, City. Chelsea thrashed Brighton 4-0 thanks to a masterclass from Eden Hazard, who scored 2 brilliant goals in this game. One of them scores an absolute blinder, and Victor Moses gets his first away Premier League goal of the season. And I think that's his first Premier League goal of the season since he did against Leicester. I don't know, but I also won 4-0. But never mind, Brighton, who played a different system in this game, played 3 at the back, which I didn't think worked. I think it worked attacking wise. I think they definitely got the full-backs in the game. Yes, they should have a penalty from, I don't know what Caballero was doing. He had a referee game. They should have a penalty. The second penalty appeal I don't think was, but they should have the first penalty appeal. It should have been a penalty. and so much VAR not coming in the Premier League. It needs to come in the Premier League sooner rather than later. But Chelsea just battered them, and do they really need a striker? Because Bashirai, I thought, had an alright game. Okay, people slate him saying, should have got a goal. He set up some really good goals for Chelsea in this game, but Brighton, you can totally see why they struggle this year. They don't know how to score goals, and they did spend a lot of money on a guy for PSV, but again, that's a big risk bringing a guy who I've never heard of, and no respect to PSV and their Eredivisie. That league is terrible, and it brings up some really good youth talent players that you could say maybe Ericsson as well from Ajax and many other players, but even when Alvin was at PSV, so maybe they find a hidden gem in this guy from PSV maybe, but they can totally need to find goals. If they get in Dembele from Celtic, I think that's a really good signing. But I think Brighton at this moment in time could go down this year if they don't score goals. Chelsea thumped a win to get them back to winning ways. Tottenham drew 1-1 against Southampton in what was a very ill-tempered match, because Southampton should have won this match. They had the chance to win the game. Deji and Sanchez scores the own goal, which I thought Ryan Burton had a really good game, and Taj had a really good game as well. He put the ball in and got on goal. Harry Kane does what Harry Kane does. 99 goals in the Premier League. That's saying something. But then you get the 100th goal, even though they had a chance at the end to do it, just wide. But I thought Ward-Prowse was man of the match, and he was excellent in this game. He defended well. He had some big chances to help his teammates get through and goal. But then the big chance of the game fall to the youngster from Southampton. Makes his Premier League debut, his Southampton debut, had the chance of all chances, and he misses it. He fell for the kid, he really did. He just didn't compose himself. He just literally flashed before his eyes. Really, he just saw this moment. Oh my God, I want to score my first goal in the Premier League. He just didn't compose himself, but he knows there's real potential for Southampton, because I always felt like, where's the next Southampton player coming from the youth academy? Everybody keeps rating this Southampton youth academy. Where's the next kid? And I always keep saying, why the hell are they not spending money from Van Dijk when they sold? They got 75 million. Where's the 75 million go? We just go and buy a player to put the ball in net. Simple as that. And they had the money, and it's BS. They don't have the money. They do have the money. But Tottenham had a poor game. They totally missed Ericsson and creativity in that team. Dele Alli had a shocking game. He hasn't been in Dele Alli since he freaking had the best game of his career against Real Madrid quite a while back. So they rely so much on Harry Kane, but many other players have to chip in. Sonaldo had a shocking game. So did Dembele. He struggled in this game as well. Maybe he's just come back from injury and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So a good point for Southampton. Not 2 points dropped in the top 4 race for Spurs. Arsenal get back to winning ways, and they beat Crystal Palace 4-1. Lightfoot Sanchez seems rosy as hell, because they went 4-1, and I can totally see why Arsenal, when Jack Wilshere stayed at Arsenal, he was excellent this whole game. He just passed the ball, was amazing. Ozil had a fantastic game as well, and it just goes to show, you take Ozil out of that team, it's a bang average team with Jack Wilshere in it. Like I said, I'm really happy for him to get his goal, because he was going through a barren spell. You can totally see him not having a winter break is definitely effective, because you play him week. You play him like 3 games in a week, which has definitely affected his sort of form and confidence really. So big win for Arsenal. And Palace, well, what can I always say? You're not playing Arsenal every week, because you have a horrific record playing Arsenal. I don't think they've ever beaten Arsenal since they put when they won 3-0 at Sellers Park, so it's not a good record. But I will say this, if Palace supporters thought they were safe, they're not safe anymore. Good win for Arsenal, back to winning ways. And last game, Stoke City get their first win under the new manager, Paul Lambert, I think it is. They beat Huddersfield 2-0, and what can I say then? Huddersfield are fucking shit and need to work on fucking scoring goals. Actually, not scoring goals. Need to work on not conceding goals, because the 2 goals they conceded in this game are sloppy as hell. One of them was a near post goal. I have no idea what the defender's doing, and the other one summed up the whole season. Just let the striker in and just scores. Huddersfield are in big problems. I think they have the 2nd worst goal difference in the Premier League behind Stoke. They are in big trouble, and for me, I think Huddersfield are going down. Stoke, big win to give them any chance of survival this season. So guys, look at the Premier League table. Man City top on 65 points. Then it's United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham, Arsenal, who stay where they are. Then it's Burnley. Then it's Leicester, who go above Burnley on goal difference. Then it's Everton and Watford, who sacked their manager Marco Silva. So surprised by that, because you fight tooth and nail to keep the dude from Everton, and now you sack him. That's just football, really, isn't it? Anyway, at the bottom it is West Ham, Bournemouth, who both drew this weekend and stay where they are. Actually, I think Bournemouth go above Palace. Anyway, Palace are now dropped down to 13th. Then it's Huddersfield, Newcastle, the three promoted clubs on stay where they are. Then it's Stoke, who go out of the bottom three, put Southampton into the bottom three. West Brom get a point this weekend. Doesn't make a difference to them. And Swansea playing the Monday Night Football game played tonight on the Monday Night Football against Liverpool. Let's have a little shop around the Bundesliga. And in the Bundesliga, it was an entertaining game between Bayern Munich and Werder Bremen, which had 6 goals and many terrible defending. Bayern Munich were 1-0 down this game. All I can say is I have no idea what the fuck Hummels is thinking of. Then Bayern got a goal back, and then Werder Bremen thought, you know what, we'll score again, and then Bayern score again, then Bayern score again, then Bayern score again. I will say this, I've given a lot of stick to James Rodriguez. He's been excellent since Jurg Heynckes has come in. I keep saying Jurg Heynckes is a man manager. He gets the best out of the players, and he's definitely getting the best out of James Rodriguez. And he looks like the James Rodriguez that Real Madrid signed when he had a great World Cup, because he's been sensational for them. He's scoring goals, creating goals, and definitely helping the team out. And his defensively is getting better. So maybe I was a bit harsh on James Rodriguez. I will hold my hands up. I got that completely wrong. He's been excellent for the last couple of matches now. Big win for Bayern Munich. Actually, it's not really a big win for Bayern. They've won the league anyway. Just like Man City, they've won the league anyway. They're way ahead. They're way ahead in the Bundesliga table. Werder Bremen, big problems. When you're 1-0 against Bayern Munich, you do not give the goal away. The goals you can see was appalling. The goalkeeper had Harley. The defending was appalling from all the goals, really. So you can see why your problem where your problems lie defensively. Apart from that, I think they've got players that can score goals, Kruse maybe, but the defensive problems are big problems. Good at Bayern Munich to be ahead of everybody else. Borussia Dortmund without Aubameyang, looks like they're going to Arsenal. Drew 1-1 against Hertha Berlin. Hertha had many chances to win this game and didn't take them, and that showed in the match, because they scored the goal in the first goal. Was a really good goal. Kagawa, who was unmarked, and literally the goal gaping at him, heads in the goal 1-1. And then just at last chance, you thought Dortmund were going to get it, and they just didn't. And so that's going to work for Dortmund, because right now they are out of the top 4 by a point, and it doesn't look good for Dortmund because they've got some tough fixtures coming up right now. So in the running, so going to be really interesting who really does finish top 4 this year, because in terms of quality, if you take Aubameyang out of that team, it's a bang average Borussia Dortmund team. And for me, the only player that I think can replace Aubameyang for Dortmund is Timo Werner. He has been with Dortmund in the last couple of days, and he didn't play against Leipzig, and looks like to be nailed on to replace Aubameyang, and he's off to Arsenal. So maybe not all doom and gloom in Dortmund. If they can get Timo Werner in, definitely get them probably second in the league. As for Hertha, good point to probably keep them in the league for another season. Leverkusen fresh Hoffenheim 4-1, thanks to a world-class game and a world-class performance from Bailey, who looks like to be one of the players to watch out for in the next couple of seasons, because he's got so much potential. He scored a good goal in this game. He created some good chances as well. Hoffenheim, who sold their main striker, who's now Bayern Munich, and Wagner, they totally lacked goals when he's now sold. They're relying so much on they're relying so much on Kramaric, and I just do not see this team. And they've got a really good manager named Julian Nagelsmann. He looks like to be also going to get Dortmund job in the summer, so doesn't look hunky going door yet, Hoffenheim. But then they're only at 4 points off being in the top 4, so it's really tight for those Champions League places this year. But a big win for Leverkusen, puts them up to second on goal difference. Leipzig lost to Freiburg in what was the shock result of the weekend, because Leipzig won up in this game. Freiburg came back from 1-0 down, scored 2 late goals, to win the game. Massive win for Freiburg in their hunt to stay in the Bundesliga because they've had a horrific season this year. They're Freiburg. They've seen far too many goals. Leipzig are not even better. They don't score any goals. And Theo Werner, who did score in this game, but you just see a celebration. He looks like he doesn't want to be there. And there's been a lot of tension going on at Leipzig. There's been a lot of interest saying that maybe the manager has lost the dressing room. And you're probably right, because the talent Leipzig's got, like Forsberg, Theo Werner and Keita, how the hell they are not beating Leipzig, how they not beating Freiburg is beyond me. So massive win for Freiburg to get them out of the trouble that they were in. Leipzig, I think they're the 4th or 5th in the league. It's really tight. And last game is Schalke drew 1-1 against Hanover. Nothing to say in this game other than bearable defending. I'm going to talk about the whole video. Terrible defending from both teams. Both teams bang average, big time. But I will say this, that Goretzka will sign for Bayern Munich on a free transfer in the summer. So guys, look at the Bundesliga table where Bayern Munich top it on 47 points. Leverkusen second on 31 points. Schalke, Leipzig and Gladbach are also on 31 points. It's really tight. Then Dortmund, Frankfurt are 6 and 7 respectively. Then it's Augsburg, Hoffenheim and Hanover in the top half. The bottom is Hertha, Freiburg, Wolfsburg, Stuttgart, Mainz, Werder Bremen, Hamburg and Cologne, who win again and are now only touching distance from getting out of the trouble they're in. What a win for them. They're in really good form, and therefore says Cologne may actually stay in the league this year. So guys, let's move on to La Liga. And like this weekend, Messi shows why he wants to win the Ballon d'Or for the 6th time and rub it into Ronaldo's face, because he was absolutely phenomenal in this game, like he always is. He scored 2 goals, Suarez scores 2, Rakitic I think scored 1. I don't know who scored the first goal, maybe Rakitic. But they won 5-0 against a Real Betis team who, if you teach defending, they probably don't even know what defending is, because fuck me, are you bad at knowing what the fuck's behind you. But Barcelona cruised this game like they should, because they are the best team in the league. But it's going to be interesting. Barcelona will go whole season unbeaten, but they haven't lost a game in La Liga yet. I say yet. But they're phenomenal this season, and definitely Valverde, right, being a top coach and his most underrated coach in the world. He's done a remarkable job at Atletico Bilbao. He's done a remarkable job where he's been. I think he should be up there manager of the season this year. He's been phenomenal this year for Barcelona. I didn't think when he took over that team, Barcelona was the best defence in Europe, top 5 leagues. And they do. With that defence, like, come on, seriously. They had Mascherano playing centre back this season. Mascherano has got no pace and doesn't know how to defend. Somehow they made him a superstar. But he's done a remarkable job there, Valverde, and he's definitely getting the best. Or the Barcelona team is definitely getting the best. Or Messi looks like the Messi of old, really. So a good win. I'll continue to come back and just let's not forget, continue coming into that team now. So it's only going to make Barcelona even better. So definitely doing very well there. As for Real Betis, you guys are shockingly shit at knowing how to defend. Atletico Madrid drew 1-1 against Granola. Griezmann gets his first goal in many games, thanks to Diego Costa, who I can only say was trying to head it to him, because I thought he was trying to score the goal. But anyway, Granola got back in the game because Atletico Madrid do not know how to score 2 goals in the game, and you can totally see they did deserve a point in the game at least. But 2 points dropped for Atletico Madrid, and they are definitely struggling in terms of scoring a second goal in a game, which they just struggle to do. They always win by a goal. It's not going to happen. You need to score 2 goals in the game if you want to win a match, especially against Granola, who always score a goal in every game this season in La Liga. Las Palmas put the upset of the season so far in La Liga, and they beat Valencia 2-1 because Valencia were down to 10 men in this game, and also were 1-0 in this game. And well, great comeback from Las Palmas. They showed character and a little bit of leadership as well. But the only thing I say to Valencia, you fucked up big time. Maybe that win against Deportivo did cover the crash, because Deportivo should have actually got a point in that game. But 2 points dropped again. That's a massive win for Las Palmas in their fight for survival. As for Valencia, it's more like a kick in the balls than a slap in the face. for them really. Real Madrid spanked Deportivo La Coruña 7-1, which you expect really, but Deportivo won up in this game, and literally when you saw Deportivo score the first goal, literally the only thing I saw headlines of Zidane out for Real Madrid. It'd be like Real Madrid fan TV. We want Zidane out, and they had just been unbelievable. They lost to Deportivo, but Gareth Bale scored 2, Ronaldo scored 2, and Nacho scored 2. Phenomenal fighting goals in this game. And also, I always give a credit to Zidane for trusting in Nacho, because I thought he had a really good game. Because there's a lot of Real Madrid players saying, well, he's not good enough. Well, he was showing this game, I thought he was excellent. Gareth Bale was man of the match. He put on some really good balls and made some really good chances, and also scored some 2. Well, typical Gareth Bale goals really. But Deportivo, just like Real Betis, do not know how to defend. Like, you're the team. How the fuck do you, as all your men, just stop and stare at the fucking Real Madrid player and not go for the ball? It just mystifies me. But anyway, a good massive win for Real Madrid to get them back to winning ways, because there's a lot of the sort of anxiety going around the Bernabeu at the minute. So massive win for their fight there right now is to try and get top 4 and maybe win the Champions League. Because their closest challenger are Villarreal, who are only a point behind them right now. Won this weekend in a very comfortable win. I know they won 2-1, but when you chase not comfortable, it was comfortable. Levante were shocking, and Bakambu, I think his name is, looks like they're going to China, and he may score his last ever goal for Villarreal. So, it's going to be interesting. But a big win for Villarreal, and a good win for Villarreal in their push for the top 4. Sevilla also, you could say, are more like the outsiders for the top 4 this year. Get a good win against Espanyol looks like many other teams in that league, bang average, and looks like the big mid-table finish where they're going to finish this year. Good win for Sevilla to get some morale going really. But they have a really bad goal difference. Minus 4 goals? Minus 3 goal difference this season? That's not good. So guys, look at the La Liga table where Barcelona top with 54 points. Atletico Madrid are second. Then it's Valencia, Real Madrid. They're a point ahead of Villarreal, but also have a game in hand. Then it's Celta Vigo moved to 7th with their impressive win this weekend. Then it's Getafe, Granola, and the Nail Bar. At the bottom is Betis, Bilbao, Leganés, Espanyol, Real Sociedad, Alves, Levante, Deportivo, Las Palmas. Their win moves them off the bottom and puts Malaga to the bottom. But they played the Monday Night Football match, and if they win against Eibar, they move off the bottom. So it's really tight down there. It's sort of, any of them 4 teams could go down between Alves down to probably Malaga. So guys, now we're on to Serie A. And in Serie A this weekend, with Juventus playing tonight, it's up to Napoli. Can they extend their lead to 4 points? And they do, thanks to an absolute beautiful finish from Dries Mertens, who's definitely been out of sorts recently. He's not been Dries Mertens of last season. Like, he's been scoring goals. This season is sort of scoring goals, but the big goals in the games. Like, he scored some big goals for the Napoli season. This is another one that's 1-0 win, which you could say is, in typical Italian phrases, how you win the league, how you win the Scudetto. And it is because the same thing Juventus did last year. They won a couple 1-0s and they won the league. So definitely a massive win for Napoli away to Atalanta, a team that are really good defensively and got some really good players, but maybe lack a bit of attacking prowess. Maybe Atalanta, but a good one nonetheless for Napoli. The big game was Inter versus Roma, which finished 1 apiece, where El Shaarawy scored an absolute beautiful finish. But a guy who loves scoring against Roma, I forget his name because I don't know who he is, but he does score against Roma. I think he scored in the earlier game. I think he scored last season against them. I'm not 100% sure, but he does score against Roma. Good point as a big point for Inter, because Roma, if they won that game, would have only been a point behind them. So massive win, a massive draw for Inter, which you could say is 2 points drop because they are at San Siro, but their form has been effed. Icardi seems to be misfiring at the minute. As for Roma, they've been kicking themselves with the goal they conceded, and also I thought they were the better team in that game, but again, just struggle to go over the line. I don't know what it is this season, but they just haven't beaten Napoli, Juventus, Inter. They've really struggled this season, Roma, to compete with the big three this year. Just can't get that win against them. But nonetheless, it's a decent point for both. Because Lazio somehow thrashed freaking Chievo 5-1. Even though Immobile came off the match, came off in the first half, looked like to be a calf injury. Doesn't look good for him, for the top goal scorer in Serie A. And for me, probably Serie A's player of the season. Give or take, maybe Academy, someone say that. But Felipe Anderson, I feel like needs just a goal to boost his confidence. I thought he came on, I thought he played well at times. But the one player I want to talk about is the guy who scored 2 goals in this game. Everybody calls him basically Savage. I think it's Mr. Savage. He was excellent in this game. He scored 2 absolute pearler goals. The first goal was an absolute sensational goal. He didn't even need to touch it, he just hit it. The second goal, which I thought was offside, but look again, VAR, like I keep saying, needs to come in Serie A as soon as possible. He had that so clean in the back of the net. Nani came off the bench and got his goal as well. I think Bastos scored as well. It's not many goals, I can't fucking forget who scored. Chievo got to go back. You could have said he could have a penalty, not really. He died and should have been a yellow card for that. But a massive win for Lazio, and I always feel like Lazio, they've always can score goals. But for me, the reason why they're not fighting with the Serie A Scudetto this year with likes of Napoli and Juventus defensively, they just concede too many sloppy goals. And I feel like in the big games against Napoli and Juventus, that's going to cost them. But I think they could easily finish above Inter, Roma, and also Sampdoria, and maybe even some other teams as well for the top 4 this year, for that Champions League spot, because they've been excellent this season. But a big blow for their top goal scorer Immobile. Looks like they'll for a couple of weeks. But if they continue the form they're on, we don't even need him. Sampdoria beat Fiorentina thanks to a hat-trick from Quagliarella, who just rolls down the years and says to himself, I'm just good at that. And he is. He just scores three absolutely fantastic finishes. Yes, Fiorentina got a goal back, but they were awful from start to finish. Sampdoria are, I think, comfortably may even finish 6th this year. But Milan also won this weekend thanks to 2 goals from Kessie. And he looked like the player Mass AC Milan wanted to sign. So big win for AC Milan. And last game is a massive 6-pointer relegation scrap between Verona and Crotone. Crotone thrashed Verona 3-0 and looks like to relegate Verona this season along with Benevento, who don't have a chance in hell this weekend winning. Don't have a chance in hell staying up because they got thumped 3-0 as well. So looks like those two go down. Crotone, Spla, maybe between those two who get the last relegation spot. Look at the Serie A table where Napoli top it on 54 points, 4 points above Juventus. Then it's Lazio on goal difference above Inter. Then it's Roma 3 points back. Then it's a bit of a gap back to Sampdoria. AC Milan, they're winning me up to 7th. Atalanta and Udinese and Torino are in the top 10. And bottom is Fiorentina, Bologna, Chievo, Sassuolo, Genoa, Cagliari, Crotone move above Splat after their win against Verona. Then Verona and Benevento stay they are. Benevento have the worst goal difference ever in Serie A history at this stage of the season and have the worst goal difference in Europe. Well done, Benevento. You're breaking records, but the wrong records really. So guys, move on to the last league earned. And the big game in Ligue 1 was between Lyon and Paris Saint-Germain, which had 3 absolutely world-class fucking strikes. Fekir, who is literally a talisman for Lyon this year, scores one of the goals of the season. Free kick. Yes, you could say the goalkeeper for PSG should do better. Then Kurzawa thought to himself, you know what, if Fekir's goal is good, my goal's even better. He thumped that ball in the net and it was 2-1. Then it was a red card for Dani Alves, who thought it would be a good idea to scrub the referee and just verbal abuse at the dude. He got 2 yellow cards and he was off. Then at the last minute of the game, I think the last couple of seconds of the game, Memphis Depay scores one of the goals of the season. What a finish and what a goal. To that goal can win any game. He put that in the top corner. He ain't saving out the one for Sundays. 2-1 win for Lyon. A massive win for Lyon to get them, you could say, closer to PSG, but even though I don't think they're in the terrorists, I think PSG have won it. But a massive win for them to get 2nd this year between them, Monaco and Marseille, who will finish 2nd this year. Massive win, and definitely look like bringing in the players like Memphis Depay and also the guy won from Real Madrid, the striker Moreno, I think his name is, and also Fekir, who, for me, since they sold Lacazette Vic Kerr has been nothing short of sensational for them, and maybe League Earners Player of the Year. Marseille win 2-0 thanks to 2 goals from, well, what do you think? Florian Thauvin scored 2 goals in this game, and a comfortable win against Cannes on Friday was a very team win, and that puts them up to 3rd in the league ahead of Monaco. Because Monaco did also win this weekend, but because of midweek fixture they had midweek, they didn't win that game, and that's the reason why they're 4th right now. But they win against Metz 3-1. Metz, who were really in good form in this game. I thought this was sort of a banana skin game for Monaco, but it wasn't. It was a routine win, 3-1 win, and then they're 4th. Nats played Bordeaux in Bordeaux, who won by a goal. Malcolm, who did not start in this game, actually he wasn't even in the squad in this game, but they didn't need him, and you probably think maybe that's the reason why Bordeaux are where they are really, maybe because the players are not happy with Malcolm's situation, but now he's out of the squad and he win. So big win for Bordeaux, because they were looking precarious during the bottom half of that table, maybe for relegation this season, but massive win. Nats is showing pretty much that their squad is weak, and the fact that they're, I think, 5th right now is amazing for them. But I don't think they'll finish 5th this season. The last game is Troyes beat Lille in a massive relegation match. Lille really are looking precarious right now, and if I'm a Lille supporter, I'd be worried. Troyes, massive win to get them out of the bottom. So guys, let's look at the last league earned table, where PSG top it on 56 points. With defeat doesn't really make a difference, they're still top. Lille with that win puts them up second. Then it's Marseille a point behind. Then 2 points behind, it's Monaco dropping the 4th. Nats are on the same number of points as Nice, but they have a better goal difference. Then it's Montpellier, Rennes, Gandon and Strasbourg. At the bottom it's Caen, Bordeaux, Amiens, Dijon, Troyes, Saint Etienne. Look precarious for them because they look like to be getting rid of a manager. Algiers, that win, are at the bottom 3. Then it's Lille, Troyes, Toulouse and Metz in the bottom half of the league earned table. So that's the end of Football Impact for this episode. Enjoy yourselves, enjoy your life. Please like, subscribe, and outro.